The human brain automatically and proactively seeks out information that confirms our existing beliefs. Strong beliefs are so interconnected with the self-image that it is difficult to remove them without damaging the core concept of the self. And this causes people to avoid situations that stand to question those beliefs. Furthermore, we are wired to feel loss on an emotional level far more strongly than gain, and any beliefs that support this can be even more difficult to sway. This means that for many, the prospect of lack and loss is a more powerful motivator regarding their behavior than the promise of abundance and gain. Consider the following experiment that was conducted in the 1980s. Subjects were asked to assume that they had spent $100 on a ticket for a ski trip in Michigan. They were then told to imagine that they soon after found a much better ski trip to Wisconsin for only $50 and purchased this ticket too. They then asked the subjects to imagine that they learned after making the two purchases that the trips overlapped. The tickets could not be resold or refunded, and the subjects were to choose which of the two trips they would take. More than half of the participants in the study chose the more expensive trip to Michigan, although it didn't promise to be as fun as the trip to Wisconsin that was half the price. So why did they choose the Michigan trip? Because the $100 loss was greater than the $50 loss, and they were willing to give up the better, less expensive trip so that they stayed in alignment with their core beliefs. In other words, the loss seemed greater if they chose the Wisconsin trip, and that became too unsettling to them, although it defied logic. Because loss affects most people in such a strong manner, it will lead many to miss or even ignore logical facts. This produces irrational decisions based on emotions without even realizing it's happening. The misconception prevents the realization of what the best choice is. It places the feeling of loss over the promise of a better experience. So why is this important to manifesting what you want? The emotional tied to loss is a subconscious reaction with an autopilot response, making it difficult to avoid unless consciously altered. When our subconscious is focused on the aspect of loss or lack in any situation, it is unable to search for the better experience and bring it into our physical reality. The best way to teach your mind that this is not what you want it to do, because it doesn't benefit moving you towards abundance, is to begin consciously separating current facts from anything that happened in the past. For instance, if you buy a ticket to a concert and realize when you're there that you just don't like it, you have the choice to A, stay because it was an expensive ticket and you need to get your money's worth, or B, leave and use the time that you've put aside for yourself to do something that you actually enjoy. The subconscious and conscious minds are designed to work together, like a buddy system. And as you may already know, the subconscious mind's programming originated from past experiences, thoughts, and external messages. What this means is it's open to direct influence from the conscious mind when these directions are practiced with consistency. In other words, we have the same ability to use these two minds in unison to get the results we want, because this is how they work together to bring us what is currently being experienced. With the following exercise, you are able to send directions to the subconscious mind that ask it to challenge the limiting beliefs of lack and loss that aren't working for you. It allows you to direct your subconscious to let go of old ideas that don't serve you and gently guide them out of your mind so that new ideas can be guided in. Simply repeat the following script to yourself slowly. Take breaks if you feel like you need time to process. There's no need to rush this process. Simply do it in a way that feels inviting and safe to you. Although I may have the belief of lack, I now acknowledge that it's no longer working for me. I now give my subconscious mind full permission to clear the limiting beliefs of lack and loss from all of my cells in my body, permanently and completely. I am now free to thank these beliefs for serving me in the past. I am now free to release all resistance to allowing these beliefs to be gently guided away from my mind. I am now free to release all ideas that I need these beliefs in order to stay safe. I am now free to release all ideas that I need these beliefs for any reason. I am now free to release all conscious and subconscious reasons for these beliefs. I am now free to release all conscious and subconscious reasons for holding on to these beliefs. I am now free to release all harmful patterns, emotions, and memories connected to these beliefs. I am now free to release all energy keeping these beliefs stuck. All of my being is healing and gently clearing this energy now. Any stress stored in my cells because of these beliefs is now gently cleared away. In this moment, I fully heal and clear the limiting beliefs of lack and loss from my mind and from my being. The second part of this process is installing the new belief of your choosing. For example, you may use phrases such as, I am now free to install new patterns and beliefs of my choosing. I am a perfect being that deserves abundance in my life. I am now free to attract wealth and prosperity into my life. I am an intricate and important part of the universe which is rooted in abundance. Abundance is my natural birthright, and I claim what is mine. I now choose wealth and prosperity as my experience. When you are finished, take a few big, deep breaths. Use this clearing process once per day until you feel a change within yourself, and follow it with installing new beliefs of your choosing. Oftentimes, we will rationalize with ourselves until we truly believe we need to do something so that our thoughts about ourselves line up with our actions, even if it is not the logical step to take towards our desires. By placing too much emphasis on past events that relate to lack and loss, we confuse our memory with how the world actually works. The past does not have to have an effect on future outcomes unless we allow it to have an effect. Allow yourself to realize that you don't have to succumb to things you don't want in your outside reality. All you ever need to do is align within yourself to attract the reality of your choosing. Although I may have the belief of lack, I now acknowledge that it's no longer working. I am now free to release all conscious and subconscious reasons. I now give my subconscious mind full permission to clear the limiting beliefs of lack. I am now free to release and loss all conscious from all of the cells of my body permanently and completely. I am now free to thank these beliefs for serving me in the past. Abundance is my natural birthright. I create the exact lifestyle I want to live. I am now free to install new patterns and beliefs. I am able to easily manifest success and abundance in my life. I now choose wealth and prosperity as I experience miracles daily. I am now open and receptive to all of the abundance. My subconscious mind is my partner in success. I now welcome unlimited supply. I bless myself with limitless abundance.